Diamond 2? Okay. Yeah, Diamond 2. I'm gonna turn the music down. It's really loud. Audio. I don't know why I have it turned up so high usually. I think it's 'cause I like the sound of some of these. But anyway, alright. You're playing Invisible Woman and Diamond 2 Elo. Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna skip all this because we don't care about this. Alright, well, hold on. Let's start. Alright, there you go.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you started with C and D. Okay. Started with Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Yeah, never mind, you're fine. Actually, hold on. Let me see if he did it. Alright, so... Okay, cool. Alright, let me make sure that this is actually recording. I think it is. Okay, you're good. Alright, so first things first, when you leave doorways, especially if you're like trying to climb, every inch, every time, every second matters, tempo, all that good stuff. Try to swap the cloak and dark teleport at the very beginning. Try to dark teleport as many people as you can on the way to the point, because it's just free movement speed boost for a short period of time. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just basically a small action and boom, you make your team get to the point faster. That's it. Okay. Alright. I need you to... Okay, cool, you're good. Alright, we're good. Alright, that's fine. Okay. 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 Alright, so far so good, right? Okay. Ooh. Okay, alright, let's go back. Let's slow it down a little bit. Alright, let's slow this down a little bit. Okay. So this is fine, right? This is dark window, whatever, cool, that's fine. Alright, you go back to playing behind cover, right? Cool. Alright. You don't need to be this close. Okay, so first problem, you don't need to be this close. So like, I know you walked up to dark teleport. I mean, to whatever it's called. I think I forgot what it's called. Some kind of. It's called something stupid. But anyway, either way, the dark window shield thing that like gives people the vault. That's fine, right? That's okay, because you want to get that out there, you know, when you can, because that's just a chance to maybe get a pick, blind somebody, slow their tempo down, all that good stuff. But also, they only have one healer. There's no excuse for you guys losing this. But anyway, the problem here, my brother, is you're way too close. So you're so close to the AoE that you're going to be soaking, like you're going to be getting hit with stray fire. That's what it's called. I was trying to remember what that word is for the longest. But anyway, you're going to get hit with stray fire. You can't be this close. You need to be, like, fuck, hold on. You need to be, like, playing cover. Like, you can be here. You can just walk from behind the wall and just do this and play cover. You see how your HP is chunked right here? You're the support. You're a ranged character. Let these guys get all deep and personal. Like, let's look at the other support. I don't know where he is, but you see, like, he's not this deep, he's not as deep in here. Like, he's kind of more further back, and obviously, maybe, I mean, he's playing Loki, so it might be different for Loki. I don't really know. I don't play Loki. But you have unlimited range on these daggers, pretty much. I think it's unlimited range. I think it's, like, damn near unlimited range. So, like, you could be all the... I mean, obviously, you shouldn't do this, but you could be all the way back here, I believe, and heal them from all the way back here. So, like, you don't need to be getting stray fire doing this. You're way too close. Because the more stray fire you take, the more resources and cooldowns you have to put into yourself. Your ideal situation on Cloak and Dagger is to be take no damage yourself and be able to throw out all of your cooldowns, your bubble, and your healing window shield or whatever that increases and amplifies healing or whatever, all on your front line, and maybe your DPS or whatever if they need it or something like that. Your bread and butter, your wet dream is giving them all that, because that just lets them heal up tons and you build up ult charge so that you can make plays or counter plays. So yeah. Okay, that's too fast.
It's
Okay,
much
how do I
better.
fix the speed? Oh, that is one speed. Okay, never mind, we're good. So like here. Okay, that works.
Capture the mission area.
That's how fast the game usually goes.
One down.
I think it bugged. Whatever. Oh, I think replays are naturally sped up to be faster. Whatever. Okay. So again, you're like this close for no reason. Second thing, um, your dark window needs to be on cooldown. Like I'm not gonna say always, but it needs to be basically on cooldown. If there's somebody to throw it at him. Unless you're saving it for like a diver, but they don't have any divers except for Spider-Man, and no, they don't have any divers. So you don't give a crap. The only diver they really have is the Thor. So in this case, this guy is over here fighting. Like this guy is an idiot. Hold on, let me just make sure I watch this correctly. Because you need to. Sorry, you need to be making sure that you're using your abilities. So like, right. Okay, you're healing, whatever. Again, you're really close, but it's fine, I guess. You'll learn. So this right here, he's over here. He's in your face. Dark window him. This is a chance for you to make a play as a teammate. Because if you dark window him, he eats that vuln, he eats that blind, he may not get out alive. And if he doesn't get out alive, that's more tempo in your favor to win the game. If you don't kill him, okay, so what? Their healer's gonna have to blow a bunch of cooldowns. He's gonna have to run away, and you're good. So like he's over here. Like this is a dark window angle. He should be dark windowed right now. Your team is all almost full HP. There is no threat. The enemy team's pushed back. They've lost a member from Namor. So it's 5v6. This guy just dove into your team for free. He's a freebie. He should be dark windowed. Okay, you're autoing him, which is cool, right? But what you need to do is you need to be throwing dark window on him immediately, blinding him. Because then he can't really kill Spider-Man as easily, by the way. And then you ping him, and your team might be able to turn and kill this guy. Okay, you dark windowed that way too late, and then you turned your back to him after you dark window. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are we doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. We dark windowed him and then turned back here. Your team is not in immediate danger. Now, I'm not saying you obviously like you just like focus this guy, but I'm saying like you need to keep an eye on him because if he just starts dashing over here, he can just hit you from an angle. And it looks like your vision is on them. Like you need to okay, all right. So like when this happens and this dude's over here dicking around, right, and you blind him, you need to like angle yourself to like where you can see your team and heal your team, but also keep an eye out of him out of the corner of your eye. I don't know if you did with your camera, but it looks like you dark windowed him and then just immediately looked forward. You need to dark window him. You see him over there. You don't know what he's going to do. You need information. Keep an eye on him. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, all right. Now, you have... Don't do that. Okay, all right. So, here's the issue with ulting here, okay? I'm going to walk you through this. Think of this like, I mean, hold on. I'm actually gonna see if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh, because it'd be very simple if you played Yu-Gi-Oh. Hold on. Okay, so. All right, then I won't use that example because that's not going to work. Here's a good way of explaining this, okay? I don't know. What's a good common game that kind of explains this? Basically, your team, okay, this is the best way to put it. Your team has total control of the point right now. You're absolutely dominating them. Everybody's alive. They have had several deaths. I think right now you all have they all have died. You're like you have 2, 3, 1, 1, 1 down, and then your strange died once. Their team only has like one kill basically between them or whatever. I think you've had one death. So you guys are steamrolling them. What that means is, like think of it like kind of like in basketball or something like that. I guess I'm not gonna do sports. I'm just gonna say, so essentially tempo, right? The game is in your hands, and you're like basically winning. Okay, you're winning. You're winning. You have control of the point. Nobody's on your team is really dying. Their team is dying. They're in hot shit. They're in hot fucking water. They need to get you off of here. What that means is whatever they're doing currently is not working. So if what they're doing currently is not working, there's no reason for you to disturb the balance. And what I mean by that is the only way they get you off is they kill people, right? They pick people, or one of these characters on their team makes a play. Okay? Now, looking at their team, let's talk about real fast what it means to make a play and what they could do. Plays they could make. Rocket amplifying and trying to wipe people. They amplify or damage up and they try to take a fight. Thor, that's not really a play because you guys should avoid that, so I'm not going to explain that one. Loki, stealing somebody's ult and making a play with somebody's ult, aka probably yours, or Punisher, or Doctor Strange, basically. And when I say plays, what I mean by plays is, I mean plays are basically, or I'd say like aggressive, really aggressive plays are plays that have a lot of momentum shifting, usually if they land. So, for instance, Rocket's ult is not really a play because it's just kind of more like a buff. It's like, hey, everybody, you hit 40% harder, but it doesn't matter if you guys are already dying, and also if the enemy team just backs away. Cloak and Dagger's ult says, hey, everybody, I'm gonna dive into the back line. I'm gonna be basically everybody's gonna be unable to die because they're all gonna be healing a crap load, and I'm gonna like literally spend all my time trying to kill their back line and killing their healers and DPS and stuff. That's making a play. Punisher, hey guys, I'm gonna ult. Nobody can die. I mean, nobody can 1v1 me when I'm ulting, and I'm pretty much can kill everybody on their team, even in somebody in a Luna ult. Okay. Doctor Strange, hey guys, I'm gonna ult, and when I do, everybody's gonna get CC'd, and I'm gonna have enough time to build up a max charge attack, which should basically one-shot any squishy character who is not a legitimate tank. Okay, so the only ways in which they get you off of here is killing you guys, which they're failing to do already, so you know that's fine, and making a play. Now we look at this and we say, well, they have Cloak and Dagger, she could dive and make a play. They have Punisher, he could ult and make a play. Doctor Strange, he could ult and make a play. And Loki, he could steal one of those and ult and make a play. That is the only thing in your mind that should be what's in your mind as a player. Is okay. What are the options they have to get us off of here other than just killing us? Because outright and just like, sharing cooldowns and attacking and shit like that. Because clearly that's not working right now. So they need to get you off of here via a play. So they need to make a play against you in order to try to gain control of the game. What do you have to stop plays? Invisible Woman's ult. That would keep everybody alive during most of this stuff, except for maybe the Punisher ult. Doctor Strange ult. That would kill a lot of people, but also would, counteract most of the ults except for the Cloak and Dagger and the Punisher, whatever. So maybe that isn't the best idea. Not Doctor Strange. I don't think Torch is that great. I think I'm not saying I don't think he's that great. I don't think he can outkill a support ult, so I'm just saying I'm not going to count that. And neither can Spider-Man. But Spider-Man could ult. But basically, what you have to counter their plays, mostly, is just your ult and Sue's ult. Which means that if you're already winning, you don't need to go on the offensive. Because you're already winning. The only thing you're concerned about is saving your ultimate for when they make a play, and then you can nullify their play and reset the board back to 0. And at 0 currently at the board, you're winning because your team is holding the point. But if you do this and initiate right now for no reason, and by the way, this is a bad Cloak and Dagger ult, we'll get into that in a minute, but if you initiate into their team, You are saying, okay, I'm going to make a play aggressively against you when I'm already winning. It's a very, it could be, the basics, don't do it. You can do it when you get better at the game, but basically don't do it. So when you do this, well, there's a couple things that happen. You could maybe kill somebody and then send them back to spawn, right? And then they come back, and now you don't have Cloak and Dagger ult up, and they can use their ult on you guys, and you guys don't have a counter to it. And then all of a sudden, if you guys lose that fight, they shift momentum back to them because you've used your counter to their attempt to take momentum. You've used it away to just kind of win more, which you don't want to do. You want to be able to be smart with your resources. That's the first thing. The second thing is, this is also a terrible Cloak and Dagger ult because you're standing right here. So this is how this is going to go when you do this. 1 dash goes to about right here. 2 dashes goes to about right here. 3 dashes goes to about right here. And maybe 4 dashes will get you all the way like about here. But when you finish your dashes, you're going to be in front of a Punisher turret, a Loki, a Revive Beacon if you do kill anybody, a Rocket who can 1v1 you with that minigun in close range, and any of these guys could have a bright idea to turn around and just kill your ass. And I'm going to see if you die here, or if you do something even worse. But I'm hoping you just kind of die here and don't do something mechanically bad. Let's see. Ult 1, right here. Okay, ult 2. Ult 3. Holy shit, you did it. Okay. So I was hoping you weren't going to do that. You did. You did anyway. Okay. You just stacked your ult, which is bad, number 1, basically. You kind of sort of stacked your ult. But number 2, at the same time, you guys aren't dying. So you just did a bunch of healing that offers nothing to your team because you guys already weren't dying. You guys aren't losing a fight. You just used... So basically, it's like you guys are winning a fight. You're full HP, almost full HP, everybody's chilling, and you use an ult that says nobody can die. But nobody was in danger of dying. So now when somebody's in danger of dying, or they initiate on you, you guys can lose control of this point, which I'm assuming this is how you end up losing. But let's see. Okay. This is just bad play from them. This is not something that's good, just so you know. This is just bad play from them. So this works out. And this is bad of them because all they had to do was disengage and never get involved with this, and this never happens. But they played this poorly, so whatever. This isn't correct play. This is just getting away with bad play because the enemy team doesn't know what to do. All right, let's see where we go from here.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Yeah. And so the problem with playing like this is it's inconsistent. And so it means that when you get in a real... Okay, hold on. Your reaction time's gonna be a little bit faster than this. This isn't gonna work. As soon as you hear Behold, you should be swapping to Cloak and instantly dart teleporting so that you and quite possibly your team don't get hit by this. Because this ult can never hit you if you have your Cloak up. And it's your job to do this so that maybe you can even save your teammates from taking a bunch of damage. Because Spider-Man takes a bunch of damage here. Maybe he doesn't die, but he came close. Okay, your back is turned. I don't know what that cloak was for.
Judge, jury, executioner.
A lot of this stuff is bad, but I'm just trying to see how this game ends. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's see. Okay, you see how, like, your team is, like, losing now? This is what happens when you lose tempo. This is a interesting goal. Why are you... Holy shit. Okay. Alright, Alright, let's talk about this. Before you do this, let's see if you do the necessary requirements. 1, 2, 3... You can't do this. Do you see what's wrong with this play? Johnny died. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we gotta talk about this. Alright, that's fine. When you play this game, numbers matter a lot. A whole lot, okay? They matter a lot. If you go back here, you look. This guy is coming back from spawn. Your Spider-Man is dead. And also coming back eventually at some point. If you ult right now, by the way, you guys are at 99%, so there's no pressure to actually like force anything. If you ult right now, what you do, you are essentially telling your team, hey guys, let's go fight a 4v6. 5v6 is questionable. 4v6 means that there's a major skill difference or a major ultimate that is game changing, that is breaking it. Your ult, they can just disengage from it if they're good. Not saying they are, but if you're going to do this, you need to do it right. This is very panicky, very desperate, very forced. You want to, when you're going to ult this Cloak and Dagger, you want to get as deep into their backline as you can. You don't want to stop like early. And if you look at your character, you'll see that you do this so far back, right? Number one, and then number two, you don't really get into their backline. So you get one there, that doesn't do anything, right? Two, you've covered the tanks. Then you completely and totally ignore the backline. And then you double back and cover your ult, which doesn't do anything at all. So you wasted one stack of your ult, and they're just going to back out of it. There's nothing gained from this. You just wasted your ult. And if they're smart, they just kill you here. Obviously they didn't, but whatever. And by doing that, you wasted your ult to be able to make a play when it mattered to take control of the game. So if you do lose this round, this is on you. Okay, so now we gotta talk about the next part. Here comes the next part. So, this entire game, remember I told you you have to remember what they can make plays with. Something they can make a play with is Doctor Strange's ult, because it's a massive CC and it can turn the tide of an entire game or fight. Doctor Strange has yet to use his ult, I think, once in this entire round that you're playing. So in your mind, you need to know that he always has ult, and you need to be watching him, because it's your duty as a support not to get hit with that ult. Because if your tanks get hit with that ult, if your DPS gets hit with that ult, and you don't, you can react when it happens. Either A, you could cloak your teammate so he can't kill them, or B, you can throw out your bubble and your healing window, and then bam, you can sustain them through his ult burst or whatever. But you, as a support, cannot get hit with that ult, or your team basically loses.
Judge.
So let's see where Doctor Strange is. Where is he? Because you need to keep an eye on where he is at all. Here he is at all times. And where is he? Okay, you're fighting. Oh, he's jumped over you. Okay, that's what's up. Yep. And you die here. Your team dies here. And all of this was avoidable if you just use your ult properly in this game. I just want you to realize that, like, that's what it means to become a more consistent player and to be able to climb and to carry a support, is the consistency of having impact. If you play this a lot better, this never hits 67% to 99. You win this round before they get to like 10%. But you're wasting your ultimate. You're just wasting your ultimate. And you're wasting tempo. And now you don't have an ult, and they have tempo. And now, nobody on your team has ult except for Sue. So what you've done at this point is you've put yourself in a position where you're very reliant on this Sue to know how to make a play. And the one thing I'll tell you about climbing is, if you're climbing, you need to never be thinking in your mind that the game comes down to this person making a play. because if they're stuck in the elo they're at and you're climbing, it means that you might know something they don't. And in this case, they may not know how to make a play. This Sue right now, her job is to somehow get close into this fight close in here, and ult from like right about here, throw up her entire disappear over the entire field, and pray to God you guys can win a coin flip fight. But technically Loki has ult, so you might still lose that. And this all stems from on your side, just you. So okay, so they throw here. Look at this. They've used Sue ult, and they've used Cloak and Dagger ult. You have a firm opportunity, because they threw here, to possibly win the game. Now they've coin flipped and they've done something called staggering the support ults. Which is really bad. Okay. So, and now what they've done is they've wasted 2 ults, 2 potential plays, over nothing. Because you guys are already winning. I mean, because they were already winning, not you. They were already winning. So let's see. Okay. You don't have anything down. You have no ults down. You can't do this. Holy shit. You guys are trying to fight. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, did Sue ult? Is this what happened? Did your Sue ult? I don't think she did, but she might have. Maybe that. Oh, that's why it's electric. Okay, I see. That's why you're fighting this. Okay. Okay, they didn't stagger ults. My bad. Your teammate ulted. Okay, well, good. Sue did what she was supposed to do here to counter the Cloak and Dagger ult, kind of, sort of. Now you got to coin flip this fight. You're really close to the enemy team. Now you're praying your team does it right. Okay. And by the way, that Loki did a terrible ult again, but whatever. He did a terrible ult. But you coin flipped. And that's what this is. This is how you end up getting stuck in elos, is you coin flip. Because now you're relying on your team to play well, instead of you playing well with your team playing whatever they do. So you guys lose this round. You guys lose this round. Okay. I'm not going to review the second round. And the main reason I'm not going to review the second round is because I think the first round, I think I went over enough that I think... let me see how long this is. I just think you could have carried this. This game was over. But you wasted your ultimate and did poor ults. Okay. Where are you? Okay, you switched to Sue. Alright. Cloak and Dagger was fine. You were doing fine with Cloak. It was just you just using your ults poorly. And that's the thing about the Cloak and Dagger nerf and changes, is it makes her really bad. It makes her a lot worse and really bad for players who don't really understand how to play her in the first place, or who don't really understand how to use her ult effectively in the first place, and it makes her worse. Because old time, you could do that and you would stack your ult and you get away with it for free because you just get all this extra healing. You don't get that anymore. And also your ult takes forever to charge, a lot longer to charge. Okay, so let's look at your Sue gameplay. Okay. I don't like this. What are we doing here? What's going on? Okay, let's see. Oh, you can't be here. What are you doing? Hold on. Spider-Man's dead. By the way, you're too late to this. You should have been here way earlier. Okay, alright, so let's talk Sue. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. When I say that, like, you need to learn... And I'm not going to be mean, but you need to learn your champions. You need to learn what they do. You don't leave this shield open like this. You can either call it down, right? Or, you see Penny's getting her shit rolled. You can save Penny, maybe, by walking forward and spamming your shield. Every single application of your shield instantly heals 50 HP. Every single application. So if you want to quick heal somebody, you just keep spamming the shield button, and it moves or reapplies, however you want to call it, and it will just keep applying and keep reactivating, essentially. And obviously they'll get the heal over time as you keep moving it, right? Because you have to move it to make it needs they need to be in range of it, right? But also at the same time, it blocks damage, so this guy can't kill Penny as easy. It slows him, and it applies 50 HP instantly to Penny every single time, to anybody, every single time it activates on a person, which is why you need to keep moving it. You can't just leave it like that. So that's a Sue thing. Okay, Penny's dead. You have no front line. It's just you four, and you need to know this. At this point, we need to leave. We can't stay here. If we die here, if you and Cloak and Dagger die here, all you do is stagger the game and make it so that it's harder to come back. You're wasting seconds. And if you die here, you're throwing. Okay. I'm not saying you're throwing on purpose. I'm saying that this is a throw when you die like this.
I don't give up so easily.
Okay? Okay.
So cold. Systems restoring.
Good medicine. One couldn't win without the other.
Nothing's getting through now.
Okay, second thing on Sue. I'm seeing you do this. So your Psionic Burst does a lot of burst damage, actually. When you're playing Sue, you want to be using Psionic Burst and pulling people in. Because when you pull people in, it pulls them away from their team, it makes them take a bunch of burst damage randomly, and it can get them really caught out of position to just die. Right now, you're just autoing, okay? You jump in. You're gonna die here, probably. Okay, you didn't die. But like here, this ult, I don't know I don't know if it was a good, I don't think it was a good ult. Let's look at this ult for a second. You ult, Doctor Strange is about to die, I guess, but like, this ult doesn't get you any tempo. Because you need to like force. And the problem is when you ult like this, nobody's in the point with you. I mean, you got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, but look at your team. Penny's out here, so she's not getting the healing. Doctor Strange's out here, they're not getting the healing. Moon Knight's here, he's not getting the healing. Thing is over here, he's not getting the healing. So you just stuck this ult in the middle, and you're getting nothing from it. Your team's not healing from it. At all. And by the time your team gets in here in time to actually react to this, they have to run, because pure chaos is going off. And this is just a bad ult. So like your ults are losing you the games. Because you're losing pressure. You should be having pressure and you're not with these ultimates. You're just kind of throwing them out there. And I mean this isn't just you. I'm telling you the people do this at like fucking even like Grandmaster. But like it's just like these are the things that when you clean these things up, you will start to see that you just win games. And you won't even realize it that you're winning games because you're doing these fundamentals. Okay? You can't fight this because of that, right? Okay. Okay. See, you're not moving your shield. Hold on. And you're not throwing your orb out on cooldown either. Your orb, you need to throw that orb out. Oh, you're playing on PC. But anyway, your orb, you need to throw that out. You want that orb to be on cooldown.
Behold the god of thunder!
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you did throw it out, but I don't think you did. I can't remember. Okay, you're too far back here too. Like I get why you're back here, but like so I'm not don't worry about being too far back because honestly the game's just done at this point. We didn't react to kill the Ankh fast enough, and so that's how you guys lose. Okay, cool. So again, just take a lot from the first game and then the second one a little bit from the beginning. I didn't really go too deep in the second one because it's the same mistakes over and over again. You just need to so yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop it here and send it to you.